Hello, boys and girls. It is time for reading. And in reading this week, you are going to be learning about another type of sound and then the different letter combinations that make that sound. All right, so to talk about our sound, we're going to start with a word. This is our word that we're going to look at. So let's tap this out and figure out what it says. Blend it together. Augh. Call. We know that word, right? You call someone on the phone. Maybe you call your dog or someone calls your name, right? So we know that word, call. All right, well, the C makes the k sound like C usually does, right? And then L's together, when you have the double consonant, right, it makes one sound and they make the O sound. All right, that's regular. But what about this middle sound here? It's call. K. Aw. Oh, call. Aw. This A says aw. It doesn't say ah or the long A sound. It says aw. So this is the sound that we are going to be focusing on this week and the different letter combinations that make that sound. All right, so let's take a look at some of those letter combinations and then some words that we can use those combinations in. All right, so we have A. That makes the aw sound sometimes, just like it does in the word call. Then we have AW, AU, AUGH, and AL. So those all make this aw sound sometimes, not all the time, but they all make this aw sound in different words. Now you're going to see these letter combinations in your story for today and tomorrow and Wednesday and on your spelling test. So make sure that you're really focusing so you know which word goes with which letter combination. All right, so these all say aw, but let's see some examples, right? Let's see some examples for when they say aw. All right, so we already saw the word call, so we're not going to write that one up there. Let's learn a new one. All right, how about the word, let me write it for you. Ooh, what's that word? So we know A says aw. So when we're blending it together, let's make sure we say aw. Here we go. T, aw, ooh, tall, tall. All right, so the A here says aw, aw. Now remember, that's not in every single word. Some words, the A says ah, or it says the long A, but in this case, the A says aw. Now, boys and girls, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Miss Rabideau, the English language is very confusing. That's true, it is. And sometimes when you look at a word, you're not sure. Wait, which sound are these letters supposed to make? Because they can make different sounds. So when you're doing that, try reading the letter or the word one way. And then if you're listening and you're like, that's not a real word, or that doesn't make sense, try reading it another way and see if one of them makes sense. And you can always ask for help too. Asking for help is always a good idea. But try it first for yourself, okay? All right. Okay, so we did A. Let's move on to AW, and then we'll come back and do one. Once we're done with all of them, we'll do another one for each one. So AW, aw. Remember, aw. All right, so how about this word? Let's see. Let's tap it out. Remember, AW says aw, so p, aw. Paw, paw, like a dog's paw. Good, so you notice this word is 3 letters, but it's actually only 2 sounds because AW makes one sound together. All right, let's go to AU. AU. Here's one for AU. Let's tap it out. AU says aw, so aw, o, t. Whoa, let's try tapping that again. Aw, o, t. Fault, fault. So that's when like you're blaming someone, you say it's their fault or it's my fault or things like that. All right, so fault. All right, so AW in the word fault says aw. All right, let's take a look at this one right here. AUGH. AUGH. My U got a little bit erased, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. AUGH sometimes says aw, like in this word. that I'm about to write. All right, so remember, A-U-G-H says augh. Okay, so let's see. K, augh, t, k, augh, t. Caught, caught. That's like if you're playing hide and seek, or if you're playing tag or something, it's like, oh, I caught you, right? Caught, very good. All right, now let's try A-L. Sometimes A-L, it looks like it should say ow, right? But sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it says aw. So let's look at a word where it says aw. Oh, this is something we all like to do, right? So this says aw. So let's blend it together. Aw, k, talk, talk, right? We love to talk. We love to share what's been going on. We love to talk. So it doesn't say ow, k. It says talk. The A-L says aw. All right? So as you can see, there are some words where these letter combinations say aw. Let's look at a few more examples, one for each. All right, let's look back at A. And how about we do, a spelling word. All right, so remember A says aw. So let's tap that together. Aw, o. Mall. Mall. There you go, good. So going to the mall. All right, how about another one? There we go. Underline the A-W so we know. Here we go. Y-aw-n. Yawn. We all know that, right? Yawn. We yawn when we're tired. All right, and then A-U. A-U says aw. So let's do another one here. Ooh, this is a good one. So A-U says aw. So s, aw, s. Remember when C is followed by an E. So when an E comes after C, the C makes the soft C sound, which is s. So s, aw, s, sauce. Ooh, I love sauce. What's your favorite sauce? I like tomato sauce a lot. Or Alfredo sauce, that's very good too. All right, and let's do one more here. This is a longer word. There we go. All right, so remember, A-U-G-H says aw. So this is d, aw, t, er. Daughter. Raise your hand if you're a daughter. Woo! So daughter. Daughter. Very good. So that has A-U-G-H in it as well. But the A-U-G-H says aw. All right, and then one more over here for A-L. Here we go. So A-L says aw. W-aw-k. Walk. Walk. Good job, boys and girls. So, like I was saying before, these are letter combinations that you're going to see in your stories this week. All right, so you all have been working so hard at learning different letter combinations and the different sounds they make. You've been doing a really awesome job, so I think you're going to pick these up pretty quickly. So make sure when you're practicing your spelling words and reading your spelling words to remember which letter combination goes with which word, and you guys are going to do a really great job. All right, boys and girls, so remember, all these different combinations say aw. Now go ahead and practice reading and even writing some words that have those for your spelling and your reading. All right, boys and girls, have an awesome day.